I applaud Coach Sanchez and UVA. They're playing well. Isaac had a great day. I'm surprised he only missed 8 from 3. Had a really good day. I thought Brandon and Ben did a remarkable job. Just exhausting chasing Isaac off that stuff, and he's been in that program for a long time and seen a lot of plays, and he got the best of us. Robinson has really come on for them. His rebounding has been a big bump for them, and he's making his foul 7 for 8. Not a great foul shooter coming in. So let's start with that. You guys go ahead.
Mike, what did you see on that final possession in the Burnham 3?
Kid fell down. Only had a bit of we were at an advantage, and thought we might be able to get something. In hindsight, may have called timeout, Tim, but we had a bit of a broken floor. Thought about it a lot going into the game, and I just was. The decision for me in that moment was playing against a set defense, when in that instance we had a bit of a broken floor, and I thought we could, get something. We could get something at the rim, get fouled. I had timeouts. Not a bad situation. Missed a shot.
And then you guys ran a couple 2-point guard lineups throughout the second half with Rexsteiner and Hammond, I think, for a 10-minute stretch, 13-3, and then for the final minute.
Jaden Schutt's got the flu. All right. Missed practice on Tuesday. No, take that back. He missed practice on Wednesday. He came back and was full go and practiced well. Just doesn't have a great look. And I heard him in the bathroom before going onto the floor to start the game throwing up. And he didn't look right. He wasn't moving very well. He made the first three early in the game, but that had nothing to do with the outcome of the game. UVA played a little bit better than we did.
What did you think of that look with Rexsteiner kind of filling into that 2-guard role a little bit, and Hammond?
I don't want to get used to it.
Mark.
Obviously, UVA shot well in the first half. What made him tough to defend in that first half, and what adjustments you make to?
We're doing dumb things, and not to get too technical on you. You can't cut. You can't go a man removed when you're chasing the thing, especially down on the baseline. When you cut it, they're going to bump and fade it back to the corner. That's where Sharma got one off. McNeely got one off, and I think Rhodey may have pinched one. More of Rhodey's are up top in the flare stuff at the elbows. We made mistakes in that portion of it. Got it corrected. I thought played a lot better in the last 10 minutes. Saunders' 3 to end the half was a big shot to put us down 7.
So what adjustments should you make to kind of make it a tougher shooting second half?
Don't cut the screen. Chase it. Make him curl. All right. That's what we did.
Tucker, back right.
Coach, down the stretch, it was your freshmen, Ben and Tyler, scoring the last 12. What did you see from them and their poise down the stretch?
They played a lot of ball now, and they're remarkable people and good basketball players. And to see them, they're not playing like freshmen any longer. Tyler took the ball from Rhodey, who's a good basketball player, in the second half. Just a level of comfort with them, and they've had the opportunity. They've made the most of the opportunity. Those 2 kids are playing awfully good basketball for us.
Carter, front left.
Coach, what adjustments did they maybe make on Toby in the second half? At 19 in the first and then 4 in the second.
Well, we're trying to move them. They started switching the top ball screen against us, which they've never, ever done in the second half. We were up 13. And then saw more of it against Pittsburgh and then Georgia Tech. So we had ample time to prepare. So we wanted to run him up the floor and find right matchup, which we did a couple of times in Charlottesville, which were successful for us. But they were able to adjust and get the post player back on Toby. He made the two, I guess, first half threes. I've got to do a better job of getting him the ball more. 23 points, 7 rebounds, pretty good afternoon. Another really good game from Toby Lawal.
Sam.
Jaden Young had 2 big threes in the second half. How crucial is it to get him going?
Very much so. He's a good player, and he got those 2 home. Made 2 foul shots to cut it back to 3 or 4 in the first half. Did a pretty good job for us.
Go ahead, young man.
A couple of weeks ago in
What's your name?
I'm Thomas. I got the wrong tag, but from Cap Daily at UVA. In Charlottesville 2 weeks ago, you noted how little this UVA team gets the line. They shot 19 free throws tonight. What was the difference between how they played today to get to the line?
I credit them. Ron's team is playing very hard. UVA always plays really hard. They're playing a lot. They're playing like UVA right now. They're playing with physicality. Their screens are violent. Their cuts are hard and sharp, and they're doing a really good job with it. And I think that's a testament to Ron and his staff and the work that they put into this team.
Mark.
To follow up on McNeely, he had a lot of big baskets during the second half. Just do you feel like you gave him tough looks? He was just making them, or what made him so tough to?
Don't have a
defend?
great matchup. I don't. Need a bit more size and a bit more length on Isaac. Ben and Brandon worked their tails off, and I could not ask another thing of those 2 young men and how they pursued him and how they guarded him over the course of the game. That's a hard matchup. And, he's an older person now. He's a good-looking, big, strong kid. He didn't have many, just catch and rip it. He was flying off that stuff, and we were right in his footsteps, and he got it turned around and made a couple of really tough ones. Mark, go back and look at it on film, but I'm proud of our team and how they defended Virginia. That part of it.
And what did you like about your team's play in the last 6 or 7 minutes to turn this into a one-possession game?
Well, they're hard-nosed, and we had an opportunity to tuck tail and go away, but they're not going to do that. They're going to play really hard and connected and fight. And all the way back, we come and we missed a couple of shots that we typically get down that would have drawn it back even more. So proud of their resolve, proud of their toughness. Doug?
How unusual in this series is it that you win at Virginia and Virginia wins here in the same year?
Yeah, I certainly haven't experienced that. We've won the last 4 here. We had never won in JPJ. Again, they're playing good ball. They're playing really good basketball. And I tip my cap to Coach Sanchez and that staff.
Last question, Tim.
Mike, obviously you guys head back on the road for a couple more games at Miami and Boston College. How do you guys kind of turn the page and obviously get some guys healthy?
We need that, Tim. It's what you sign up for. We'll very light tomorrow. We'll bring them over at 4. Probably more of a walkthrough than anything to get started. We'll look at Virginia. We'll look at today for 15, 20 minutes. We'll take a little break, and we'll come back and begin our preparation for Boston College. We'll walk through some of Boston College's offensive stuff on the floor. I'll have them in and out an hour, and then we'll practice and prepare on Monday, and we'll head to Boston for a 9 o'clock start in Chestnut Hills. 9 o'clock, but that's what we have, and we got to go play better basketball and find a way to win. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Mike.